What's up, people? You're locked into the 2PRO1SLOW podcast. Brought to you by kexunderwear.com. The best underwear in the action sport game.
Welcome back, everyone.
I started already.
You going to start? You start. You can welcome him because you shouldn't be here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. All right, Tom.
Yeah.
Tom's in a really good mood. Are you cheering yourself up for this? Or are you going to continue with your negative vibes?
No, I'm happy. I'm happy now. I've
just pull that
got all the
cable down
negativity
there
out. No, I was happy, and then I was a bit unhappy for a little bit this afternoon, and now I'm, trying to snap out of it and get back to my morning vibe.
Good stuff. I forgot I was hosting because Ed's busy doing...
Posting what?
Hosting.
Oh, host. Go on, you carry on.
I don't really like doing it, if I'm honest. I wasn't ready to start.
Well, it's been a while again because you didn't... you've not even opened that podcast equipment that I bought you.
You know what?
Last time I gave it to you was at the 11...
I planned to feature it in a vlog which got cancelled.
Oh, we could talk about
Not
that.
the cancelled vlog, that's also annoying.
What are you doing?
Probably getting in trouble.
Just massaging that mic.
I planned to feature it as part of a vlog when I went riding one day, but then it rained, so I didn't go riding. And that was going to be the whole thing, like, oh, look what I've got, little unboxing. I'd planned to do the little knife shot down the side of the black plastic wrap. But now, in the end, it still hasn't left the spare bedroom. The whole house is a bit of a mess, actually. I'm not actually ready for opening it. But at some point, in the near future, I want to have that little setup on the go. I'm actually really excited to get that set up. Obviously, you're probably aware I hurt my knee at the weekend. I'm still waiting for full news of that. I didn't really need to wait around the APC any longer. So, Roxy's still not back from South Africa yet.
Well,
also needed to come to the UK to get measured for my suit for my wedding.
And there was originally you were coming for Fat Cats, which got cancelled.
Exactly, yeah. So I had flights that still worked. So I ended up here at Ed's house late last night. Tom wanted to talk about his weekend. So we're here doing a podcast. Here we are. Welcome back, everybody.
That's funny about that.
I don't know.
It was actually your idea, this podcast.
Exactly. When Ed said Tommy wants to do a podcast this morning, I went,
He even said to me before he knew you were coming, we'd do a two-man.
I was quite upbeat.
No, he didn't.
He did, yeah.
No, all week I've been upbeat, and then I'm just not as quite as upbeat now. I could have done without the podcast today, to be honest, but I've committed to it. I've come.
One text message has changed your attitude, hasn't it?
Yeah. I had a text message from the doctor to say...
Why don't you talk us through your week so far, just so we can set the scene and get to this point?
Lead them onto that later, like you can just find out.
No, just set...
Well, it's not actually that bad anyway. But
from the second... We've all watched your vlog, we've all seen that you've hurt your thumb and you were left the stadium. I can't remember how you ended your vlog. From that point onwards, just give people a bit of a background story, let people that might not know, like the process of when we're injured and what goes on.
No, I think we've got to recap the vlog. Yeah, there's the amount of carnage that went on that weekend.
No, we'll talk about Arena Cross as well. Okay, do whatever.
No, I quite like Billy's. You always listen to Ed's structure of the podcast. So we'll work through your structure this time.
So you want to go straight into the deep end with injury?
Take the floor.
Well, I suppose, yeah, it doesn't make as much sense because then we're going to go back in time.
No, but there's more to talk about other than just you from Arena Cross.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, if we go through my week from...
Sunday morning, what happened?
Nah, it started Saturday night. So Saturday night, I left the stadium and I thought, thumb sore. This is ag. It felt like it was like really sore and like almost like dislocated sore. And it was weird the way it happened because when I initially done it, I wasn't in that much pain. And then I went and sat back to go out for the next head-to-head, to get third in the head-to-heads to qualify better for the last chance, and then I decided...
If you'd have won the head-to-head, you wouldn't have gone in the last chance.
Yeah, but I'd already lost one head-to-head. But anyway, then it started hurting, and I thought, that's really sore, actually. Like, that's not good at all. So I took my gear off, went up, watched the final, and then I went back to the hotel. And I was planning on going out after because Nick was up there and a couple of friends. Ed was like, "We'll go out after Manchester. That'd be good fun, wouldn't it?" Yeah. And so then the mood was low, the vibe was down, so we didn't end up going out. And I thought, well, we're going to sit in the hotel room with Ed, and neither of us were that chuffed on the situation. So then I just thought, I'll get a taxi, I'll go to hospital. Went to hospital, sat in there for 4 hours, got x-rays on my thumb and then see the doctor, and he says, we'll get more on your scaphoid to make sure that's not broke. All come back okay, apart from he said I broke a bone in my wrist, which I don't have much pain in my wrist, so I think that's an old bone, so I'm not actually worried about that. And then I got back to the room at like 4 a.m, and then Sunday I drove home. Monday I went back up to Manchester to see a specialist, see him for 5 minutes. He said, you need an MRI.
How much does that cost you?
Not actually that bad. 250 quid. That's not bad, really. Not the MRI, to see him for 2 minutes, which is good for him, but not also not terrible for me because I expected more.
I bet he wants to see you again, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. We're going back. I was going to do a Zoom call, but he said, nah.
It's another
head back
250.
up. And then I waited for 2 hours because he sort of squeezed me in. He said, get up there. And then I'll see you when I can see you. So I sat there for 2 hours, come out, and he says, obviously I needed an MRI, which I could have actually told him without being a medical specialist. I sort of knew that's what I needed for him to see what was wrong inside my thumb. And then they says, at last, they saved some slots for athletes. And they said, our last spot went 30 minutes ago. And I just thought, that's handy because I've been sat there for 2 hours. Yeah. They went, we can see you tomorrow night. So anyway, I drove back from Manchester the following day, went to the gym, went back up there anyway after. Got an MRI, drove back. And then what do you want, a full weekly plan? Then the last couple of days I've done gym in the morning.
The following events, you had a scan. When did you get, did you tell your results immediately?
So then the x-rays actually come back that I haven't broke anything in my thumb, which is what I'm worried about, which is good news.
Don't forget about all the tests you've been doing on it and making.
When did the tests start?
Tests didn't start really till yesterday because it's a bit too sore to do tests.
You've been grabbing hold of the steering wheel in all different ways, and
I'm twisting the steering wheel now. I'm like using my bad hand to steer now, which I've never steered with my left hand normally, but I do to test my thumb. But
it's a bit dangerous on roundabouts. That I did that a lot in 2022 on my wrist.
Really?
Give it up.
And then you forget how you should even use your wrist because you're using it that weirdly. You forget what you actually do with your wrist and what you don't do with your wrist. I don't do that with my left hand. I could be like thumb over the top, stroking it down, which would be a fucking weird one, like that. But anyway, I don't do that with that. I don't do that with that hand. So luckily, I haven't been doing that. But and then I've got this little cryo treatment that I go to, localised one. There's a chamber there and there's a localised one. So I've literally just come straight from that now again, done 2 sessions of that.
Are you a grand deep yet?
Yeah, that does absolutely fuck all, but you just feel like you're getting something out of it. And then I've done a bit of red light treatment, didn't ask many questions, got stung for 80 quid there, and come away with feeling no better from that as well. But I'm booked back in tomorrow for that.
You've done 4 trips to Manchester in the last week.
I've got another trip to Manchester tomorrow now.
So you don't
actually better.
Back.
He's what?
Appointment back, MRI back. So tomorrow is your 4th trip.
Out of the last 6 days, I spent 5 of them in Manchester. And the best one was the Friday before the race. Was my favourite day. I spoke to Ed about it the other day. Just it's a good day. But and then that's it really. I mean, I can't remember where I was, but yeah, I'll just keep going into physio and messing about.
You still haven't told me what's wrong with your thumb.
Well, I don't really know. He just says, Monday I would have said 75% thumb's not good. Tuesday I'd have said about 50-50, like, and getting a bit better. Wednesday I would have said 75%, like, I'm all right here, like, I'm getting better. I'm doing a test in the kitchen. I've got the broomstick. I put a grip on the end of the broom and I'm zooming around, revving up in the kitchen with my left hand. And then the kid, the youngest child of mine, fell over and hit his head on a bicycle, and Soph's looked at me and I've got a broom in my hand, chucking it about, like doing that motion on the side of the sofa, and he's screaming. She says, what was you doing? And I said, I was revving up on this broom to see if my wrist was all right. And then she just says, that's stupid, wasn't it? And I just said, yeah, you are right. It is a stupid thing to be doing. But anyway, I done it. Kid hit his head. He's all right.
Is he all right, or does he need an MRI?
No, he's fine. He's all right. He got a lump on his side of his head because he hit.
Is he 70-30 as well? Or?
No, I'm at this point after my test.
He was 70 or 30, whether he's going nursery or not. But.
No, I was 80-20.
Oh, you back up to 80-20?
Yeah, after that, and then
one text message has come in.
One text message and the fucking stomach dropped, and I've said, and he says there's maybe a slight tear, or I don't know. He says a tear, but we'll say slight tear, and he wants me to go back up and see him tomorrow. So it is getting better, and it is getting better every single day, but it's also not great. So I've got to figure it out. He may say you can, it's going to get no worse. You can tape it up, you can ride, but I've got to find out tomorrow. So that just, the mood dropped a little bit when I found out that about 2 hours ago, but still went for my ice treatment because that can't really do any harm. Then I'll find out more tomorrow. But an very eventful night in arena cross that ended in such a silly manoeuvre by myself, by tipping over and hurting my thumb. So
some people said that you got the injury on your thumb when you pushed Eddie J away.
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's true. It might have been his chin bar.
No, it wasn't really a push. It was just a little.
Not like a push.
No, it wasn't.
It was almost like a slap, like a girly slap. Like you tickled him.
Yeah, like it was just bad. Because when we were up here, we like push each other and laugh, and I was like, "That was good fun, wasn't it?" Like, and he was like, "Yeah, that was meant." And then
that whole scenario, you had big red mist there, didn't you? Because of the old electric drills.
Yeah. If we go on to that, I think we can go on to the like Lecky thing later, but I've never really got red mist before in a situation. I'm pretty sure.
Ever?
Not really. Not on a motocross track.
That was the most wound up you've ever been on a motorbike.
No, like I saw red mist quick, and then after I was just like laughing about it. Like I was like, that was silly. When Eddie come over after and we was absolutely fine because he said he got caught on the block, and I was like, yeah, it is what it is. I'm not really that worried, mate. Like, we're both fine. But it just knocked my gear lever off and my clutch lever off somehow. So otherwise I could have probably jumped up, carried on.
We didn't look like you on a rush to jump up and find out your gear lever
I would have. You could have come through quite easily in that to qualify.
That was
the start of the end.
Yeah. Beginning of the end.
It's not the end. Don't say that, Tom.
No, not the end of like the end. The end of the night.
Oh, okay.
What, you're retiring?
No, it was because I would have happily, even if the clutch lever ain't gone and the gear lever was bent around the side, like inside of my foot peg, so I then couldn't change gear. That's why I pushed the bike off the track. It wasn't I was that mad that I didn't want to continue. Yeah. But yeah, then it put a downer on the night, and then I ended up in the head-to-heads, which I'm not fond of. And then I crashed on my own out of that, which was silly.
You had to line up with Eddie again.
Yeah, I did, but I don't actually mind Eddie. I got nothing against Eddie.
Was that the first round of head-to-heads?
Second.
Who did you beat in the first round?
Michael Ellis. So it was, the first one was fine. I got the start road round. But they're quite.
So the semi. How many head-to-heads did you do to win? With
3.
So that was the second one. Or?
Yeah, and then Luke Burton ended up winning the head-to-heads.
The third place race off.
Yeah, it's a bit odd the way they do it because Mel wasn't in the head-to-heads at all. Strange. Some
because
people have to almost.
It's like you qualify.
How did Mel make it through for the LCQ?
You qualify, then it's the next 8, and then in the following 8 or the rest of them are in LCQ. Yeah. So it's like the middle 8.
If you're in the middle, you
go head-to-head.
You get towards the head-to-head, but
you could qualify straight through to the main.
You'd almost rather not be in that middle 8.
Surely you could have elected not to gone in it and just done the job in the LCQ.
In hindsight, I would have. If I had the opportunity now to go back, I wouldn't have gone out in that.
Someone that was supposed to race Jake Preston did. They just went that.
What, fuck this?
Yeah, because he lined up with Luke Burton for his first race, and everyone was like,
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he got an automatic pass through because someone went that.
Yeah, I did see that. That's if he had lined up, maybe I wouldn't have been against Eddie.
I think it might have been Chris Bayliss, actually.
I don't know. But
well, maybe I got that code totally wrong.
It's I crashed anyway, and that was that. I overjumped a section, real silly crash. But I think it's I don't know why I rushed into it. The head-to-heads are difficult because you can't. At any point, someone can dive up down the inside of you because you've got to have a fair big gap. You got to have like almost a 2-second gap for them to not do a head-on you. And so you always have that opportunity, and it's hard to get everyone in our qualifying is within 2 seconds. So realistically, even if you got the whole shot, at the end of the lap, they could still try and like come in at you, and they do in the head-to-heads. I don't like being a part of it just for that reason, but so it just opens up the door, doesn't it, for crashes, silly things. It's like the aim of the game, but and I think I was a bit panicked because I was thinking, okay, I'm still leading now, and Eddie was quite kind to me the corner before I crashed. He could have ran it in a lot harder than what he did, and then I then overjumped because I was thinking, right, you got to get away, because then the last corner on the whoops, he could then have another go, and I just made a mistake, landed in a rut, tipped over to the right, and then my sort of left hand come over the top and almost punched the floor, and then that was that, head-to-head, done, night done.
They've renamed the team anyway. It's the Dirt Store Crashasaki team.
There's a lot of crashes.
Mel's had 2 good ones.
Big ones. Howie's still... The little crash I had, I should not have any sort of... It should have just been a laughing thing that I was silly and I made a mistake. Like, I should not be in this predicament that I am in, running around seeing doctors and stuff, because it was such a small crash, but... Obviously, these things happen, but the whole event, it was good. Like they are fun, aren't they? It's a good weekend.
Yeah,
generally, it's mega. And I think if the crowd were there, they were just like. I've had people message me saying that was my first arena cross. I never want to miss another one. Like they said they had the best night from start to finish. And
that reel I put online of all the crashes. Obviously, a few of us collabed on it, but it's upwards of 200,000 views now, and I think nearly every AMA rider's seen it. And
Anderson messaged Dean and said...
No, Anderson messaged Zach Osborne and says, wow, Mel Pocock, he's wild.
Oh, was it Zach he messaged?
Yeah.
I thought he messaged Dean.
No.
But it is nuts. The problem... I think there's lots of different
was
things.
Actually funnier than that. I want to find the exact message.
Yeah, get the screenshot.
And then... Ed wrote to Anderson and says, any tips for Mel's new bike on setup that would stop the crashes and
make it a bit more stable?
Anderson messaged back and said, I don't think he has its setup issues. I don't think the setup will help his issues or something.
Bless him. He's also seen a lot of doctors this week.
Mel?
Yeah, he's been
not doctors, he's been to see a bloke that does karate.
No,
he does. He's a karate specialist.
He's had an X-ray on his back.
Yeah, by the bloke who does karate.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, then he's been to a hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah.
He's had multiple massages. He's been to see someone that realigned his pelvis with his spine and his neck.
No, that was the karate.
Oh, is it all the same
as well?
bloke,
Yeah.
right?
He's got a place next to him that's 5 minutes up the road that he found last year after BMXDN that does X-rays for £30, right? Then he also aligns him after, but I don't know why he's aligned him. He said Mel reckons he's got 2 fractured ribs around the back, and then the bloke's clicked him then into place. So I don't know how that's worked. I would have thought a doctor, a trained professional, would have said, look, it's probably not best to adjust you with those ribs that are broken. But anyway, he's been adjusted, and I said, so what is this place then you're going to? He went, the bloke used to do karate at a high level, and he sort of said
how did he acquired an X-ray machine?
I don't know. He said he struggled with injuries and getting them figured out, so he bought a couple of X-ray machines, and now he's trained himself.
So he's diagnosed Mel with 2 cracked ribs.
Yeah, he's got a black belt in karate. That's it. But it sounds quite good. I said, does he do MRIs? Because I'll fucking shoot down and get one. You don't do it. He's just got the X-ray machine.
Yeah, I think MRI is a bit more of an investment than an X-ray machine, to be fair.
Do you reckon?
But just from
a big old thing, aren't they?
The 2 of them, I think, easier to look at an X-ray as well. When you're looking at an MRI, it's a bit of a minefield, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But overall, I don't know. I just need to sort of break down what's gone on in arena cross, because last year it was all sort of plain sailing. There was accidents. I mean, Mel had a few crashes and things on his own accord last year, but this year was just wild. From first practice, my first practice got stopped 3 times.
Big truck.
See Nev Bradshaw's crash?
Yeah, Nev Bradshaw's
Never had a bad one, so hopefully... But he's not okay, but hopefully he's in good spirits, because that's a bad crash.
It looked quite a peaky... Is it quite a big stadium, that one?
Not
big floor.
In between, yeah, it's quite a nice size.
Because it looked quite big for the first track. Like the finish line jump looked big.
That was 5 foot longer.
That was big though, and that's. I don't know. There's a few things.
I feel like from the videos, it looked like biggish floor space, so it meant it was quite fast. Like he seemed like he carried speed.
The jumps weren't
jumps
no worse than
it was
any
built,
other.
Like built perfect for.
Like the whoops were tame.
Yeah, whoops were tame. The jumps were pretty round. Like there was nothing there.
No, but I'm not saying it was a hard track. I'm saying it looked big, so you were going faster. Like looked like you carried more speed than, because arena cross is like you look like it's like touch the ground twice and look like in a rhythm.
Yeah,
stand still, 180-degree turn, go back the other way. Whereas that, I feel like it just looked like might be just because I hadn't been looking at one for a while, but it looked like he carried quite a lot of speed, and then plus everybody first time being on a track together in that small
that was
space
the problem.
Feels small.
I think
a lot of excitement.
Yeah, too much excitement, and then the dirt was really grippy. Like it was the same dirt from Bolesworth. Like they used the same dirt, really? So it was a little bit softer, obviously, because it had been out in the rain, but it wasn't too bad at all. But it rutted up, and the problem you have in that stadium is that the slightest touch of the throttle, because you're always in quite a low gear. Like I was first, second, and third, but it's so sensitive, and I think everyone was getting a bit grabby. Like the front was going one way to the other way, and there was just so many crashes, so much carnage. I think mine wasn't like. It was just sort of wrong place, wrong time, and then I think Eddie come up short, then bounced, and then didn't brake at all. Like,
Ed reckons you did.
Ed seems to think he didn't brake.
What's your percentage blame pie?
Right. This is how I saw it.
Give her the ratio.
From where I
Eddie
saw it in the stands.
No. Give her the ratio between. Okay, accident and on purpose isn't the right thing because he didn't purposely mean to take you out, but give her the blame.
No, I would say that
breakdown.
I can't do that until I've explained what I saw, right?
Okay.
Come through the whoops. Eddie's on the inside, Tommy's on the outside. Eddie took the corner tighter than you would do from where he was, and Tommy was already coming in at an angle. So
slammed him.
They sort of half touched.
Did not slam him.
They touched. But
tried my life not to slam him.
They touched, but Eddie could have. There was space on the left for Eddie to go further out. So I think what's happened is he's then jumped the jump next to Tommy, also with a bit of red mist, but come up short, bounced. As he's got onto the flat bit, where he's like missed the transition, he's got 1 or 2 meters.
He's not got long
to grab the brake. He might have not had his foot on, it might have bounced off. He's got no clutch because he's on an electric bike, so he can't bang it down gears in the air. Nothing. Couldn't give you no warning.
I would have. Yeah, go on, you do yours.
So I just think that it's not 50-50.
Yeah, the warning thing is.
But if he had an engine in that situation, he would have revved the bike. He'd have had a clutch and he would have skidded and he'd revved it, because you wouldn't just do it in silence. Like there's no way you would just go into all that silence.
Did you know he was until he hit you? Did you know he was there?
Nothing. I had no idea.
You didn't even hear him kiss because you didn't hear the dum.
Nothing.
From the way that you touched, like he could have not jumped the jump. But I said to you, didn't I, after that, you were brave to still think you could make the inside. But like you say, if you can't hear him, you didn't even attempt to look.
If he'd have made the downside, I'm not sure. I'd like to think he would have used his brakes.
Yeah, but you also had more space to go wide. He might have thought you were going wide.
No, he knew where I was on the track because he can see me all the time. And if he'd have had an engine, I'm pretty sure he would have given it a little rev. And even if he hadn't, he would have had to give it some sort of rev to come in there at that speed. And then I would have automatically stood it up and gone, oh, that's brave. And then I would have gone to the outside and thought, nah.
The devil out, get him on.
Mao. We'll call him in a minute. I would have said, nah, welcome. You have the inside line, absolutely fine.
He'd have panic revved a bit to lift the front wheel to case it.
Yeah, and then he would have landed and he'd have panic revved again.
With any throttle, I don't think.
No, and then I'd have gone, oh, he's a bit out of control. I'm going to go to the outside. So what's happened is he has nothing on this electric bike. He's then come into the corner, and I don't think he's tried to hit the brakes. I really don't.
I agree with. I don't think it was at all intentional, but I watched it and thought you would see the forks compress.
Yeah, like I'm sure he wanted to show a wheel up the inside, but if he had done that on a normal bike with an engine, he could have shown a wheel up the inside, and then in that position I'd have had the opportunity to go, well, yeah, you're on the inside, mate, I'll stand this up, you take the inside line. Happens all the time with two bikes. I'll come up the inside, I'll give it a rev, I'm more so on the brakes.
So do you think it's dangerous riding electric bikes with?
Fucking dangerous. Yeah, I do. For that reason alone, it's dangerous for him, really dangerous for me. I've never seen red mist. I can't think of a time on a bike. I've never pushed someone in my whole life. I've just been blindsided by that, and I just thought, what the fuck? Like, that was uncalled for. But then when you watch it all back, I would have never have put myself in that situation. I'm not 15. Like, I'm not 20 years old thinking, oh, I've got to get to that inside line. Like, I'm going to take this chance. Like, not being funny, I'd have just gone, I'll try and have another go at passing you in a lap's time, in 2 corners time. I'm not that arsed to worry about 1 corner. Like, it's a heat race. But I just had no idea, because he's on an electric bike.
Yeah, he didn't even look over in the air.
Didn't have nothing. Just no clue. And then it just went... It wasn't like awful what he done. Don't get me wrong. He only showed a wheel up the inside. But normally you'd have had a chance, whereas that time we had no chance.
I feel it was an oddly placed tough block as well.
That was in the wrong position. That bloke just chucked it in after the start. It was too wide.
Oh, I thought it was almost too tight. It should have been more out.
No, that one wasn't
like
out.
It was a
normally
long
out there.
one.
Yeah, but it looked like you shouldn't. It was like you didn't see the long tough block. It was like small tough blocks, and then the long one was more inside of the corner.
It was oddly placed. That shouldn't have been there anyway. The rut was normally about middle where that tough block was. Because
it was really wide then. Because anyway, it was, well, that corner must have had way more space than normal.
Yeah, you did, yeah. That was, the tough block wasn't there the lap before. And multiple things, I think. But the electric bike, I wouldn't have put myself in that position, regardless of everything that went on, if I would have known he was there and he had an engine to give it a little bit of rev.
Or
I think you need to almost shout. Like, if I was him, sometimes in that position, if I'm on the brakes and I feel like I'm going to come up the inside of someone, I'll shout and go like, "Whoa!" Like, I'm coming in to let them know, like, pick your bike up,
I've
mate.
shouted at people. I can't think.
Pick your bike up and go wide. And if they don't, and they still go there, sometimes you even do it to like scare them a little bit, and then they might pick it up anyway, and then you go, "Lovely job, thank you." Like, I'll go around the inside.
Well, like you did to Bobby.
Yeah.
At the VMA.
Yeah. So if I was Eddie in that position, I would have shouted. But there's too much going on for him. I don't think he didn't mean to hurt me. He's not bad.
It all
he's not
went
like that.
It was
at
all. The whole scenario we're talking about is about 3 seconds.
Not even.
that's
like 2 seconds.
To like think of that, jump the jump,
also
land,
true.
make
Yeah,
the
like
inside.
it's done it. But I think if you on the subject of like the electric bike and they're dangerous
It's
to race
instinctive
against.
on normal bike to pull the clutch in and rev
rev.
it in midair. Like, whereas if he'd have revved it on that thing, well, he might have even revved it, and that
The
might have made him
fucking-
go even faster because
If you rev it in the air,
he's going to
You
spin
don't-
even more, and then
Yeah,
even coming in to someone like you just said, he would have been rolled into the corner with the clutch in, revving it.
Yeah.
Or you'd have, even if you weren't revving it, you'd have heard the bike.
Or he
so
could have
many
stamped
things
it
you can
down all
do.
the gears in the air and used the engine to slow him down.
Yeah. There's
It is a very, 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 very controversial topic. Like mixing the two together.
Well, it is. I like the
odd.
bikes. I
Doesn't
think
matter what way you look at it, it's odd.
Yeah, it is odd. It's odd to race against because it's that instance there would have never have happened if he'd have been on a normal bike. I would never put myself in that position. But at the same time, they're so different bikes. You're racing against an automatic bike with no clutch, with no engine noise, like
Instant power.
instant power, and then you're racing against an engine like the two separate bikes. Yeah, of course you can race them together. You could race anything together. Do you know, you could race a fucking British Superbike and a fucking motocross bike if you wanted to, but they're two different bikes.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean? Like they're different.
MotoGP and a superbike would have also worked.
Yeah, but they have the E-Class at MotoGP.
Yeah, that's what
I've not seen one of them geezers line up in the main event yet.
Did you know that the E-Class at the MotoGP, they had to put sirens on the bike, so when they come into pit lane, because obviously you normally have the rev limit and you go...
Eddie should have had a siren on his and fucking pressed it mid-air.
Well, they had to put one on that because someone got flattened in the pit lane because you use your ears to look and someone
I'm
just
not
ran out into the pit lane and
surprised.
poof, flattened.
Yeah.
It is. It's just mad times.
The bike's amazing. Like, for what it is, it's unbelievable. Like, you've got a bike that you can ride in your garden. It rides like a motocross bike. Everything you can sort of want in some ways, if that's what you want. I've spoke to people that ride them, they're like, absolutely love it. Bike's so good. Went to Essex Works, see a bloke on it. He come over, he's like, I've got a Stark here, unbelievable, never had so much fun on it. He loved it. But then the two different to race against. Like, you can't hear him. Like, Jake Nichols messaged me after, and he's like, they can't race against the bikes. Like, that won't last long because they're just too different. He's got a Stark. He's got every bike. He's got his 125, his 450, 250 Stark. He said, and he done a test the other day on his YouTube, and they're all quite similar. I think he done like a 48 on all 3 different bikes. He rode a 125, a Stark, and a 250F. 3 completely different bikes. He went the same speed exactly on to the second on all 3 bikes. So you can race them together, but they're different. Do you know what I mean? And it's not that you're actually racing a different bike. I couldn't care less, really. Like, I think in a way, yeah, it is different, but a race is a race. It's the silence.
If you're all on them, you've probably got more chance of hearing like them. You say, a case or the brakes or...
Yeah, that's actually true. You would hear cases and stuff. Like, I found it was...
Or you'd shout and you're all on them, it's silent.
When Taddy was riding it at that first round, I did his parade for pictures or whatever, someone's phone rang, and like, it wasn't obviously a full stadium because it was the Friday night. It was just like the races and stuff and people that were there walking the track, etc. But everyone was like around the perimeter of the arena watching, and then he's riding around and literally someone's phone rang and everybody turned and just looked at the bloke whose phone rang. And I was just like, it sounds like nothing, but the whole concept just blew my mind. I'm like,
yeah, it is.
It's mad. There's like a bloke riding a motorbike around the track.
But when they do that 50 electric race at Arena Cross, and obviously when you go off the start line, your main event, crowd and bikes and all the noise and that, and when that goes, it's like someone's turned off the noise. It's just and you can hear everything. You can have a normal conversation.
Strange.
It is. I think there's. I generally think they are good. Like, I
think it'd be good to see a full start one.
You haven't rode one. I rode one. I rode Eddie's up here the other way, last year, and then just done a couple of laps around a macros trap, and I thought, that's mint. Like, preferred my bike in that I was used to it, and it takes me a while to get used to something, but I see like the reasons behind it and how, like, I'm like, that's really good for like the right rider. You can see why it would benefit, and
for someone like me that doesn't ride, I could see that it would be, I've not got to worry about clutch, I've not got to worry about gears, I've not got to worry about any maintenance, really. Just plug it in.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I would be like, I could see why I would want to ride one.
Yeah, and even
I actually think it would suit you, that. Just, you only go out riding for 20 minutes of time anyway.
Yeah, I'd have the handbrake and all, I think, like a mountain bike.
Just potter around,
I think it'd be good with the handbrake.
Potter around your house, bit in the woods, bit of it. That would actually be...
I'll word up Seb Tortelli at the weekend, see if I can get one. So, do you want to lend us one?
No, I think they are good, but... And then even for like the kids stuff, like I'm getting him a little electric bike, and I just think if I can get a house with a little bit of land, he can have a little track in it. Like, it's just mint, isn't it? The electric thing is good because you can. I just think I don't need much land to have a little track for him. Like, just enough that you can build like 4 lanes and he can ride around and have fun on a track, and I can go up there in an evening and go like just spend time with him, watching him ride his bike.
Crack the whip.
Yeah, like.
How long do you think it'll be before a Stark Varg is used in like a robbery around London? Because the old Surons get used in them nowadays, don't they?
Fuck, to get away faster on one of them than they would on a
80
Suron.
brake.
Well, to be fair, even Surons are fast.
Surons a bit more nimble.
Allegedly.
Well, you're not allowed to ride them either.
I don't know. But allegedly they're fast.
I don't like them. The Surons, fuck that. They're too dangerous. But I
think the wheels aren't robust enough for what they can do on them.
No, I think the Stark might be a little bit too... I think the only time it'd be used in a robbery is if it's been robbed to start. But then I see another thing on Motor 101 that you can't steal a Stark. Yeah, they can just turn it off.
They can, from the factory...
Disable bike,
also they can
gone.
Like bike stolen, do not ever start until this password or this... They unlock it.
Tell you what would be really dangerous. Someone come into the Stark factory a bit pissed. And just was like, ooh, and just turned off your bike while you're riding.
Turn one off.
Like, just randomly turn one off. But imagine if they just turn one off on the face of a jump.
I wonder if they've got like a map You know, like on Shopify when you can see
geolocation.
Live people that on the website live and it lights up on a globe.
And you can
just have a look. Oh, people are zipping around in America at the minute. And
I think you can. 100% I would say you can.
Yeah, just watch. No, but like literally just watch.
He's doing
Follow the tracker around. Like, oh, he's at this track, he's at that track. Just have a look. See what
I would say. Yeah, 100% you can, because Tortelli said before.
Well, they got a phone, so yeah, you must be able to.
He said from the factory they can watch everything we've done.
Yeah, well, I can imagine they can see all of that, but like, have they got it on a screen somewhere, like on a globe where you can zoom in, like literally like a Google Maps where you zoom into the country, like, okay, there's 25 that's currently being rid at this country, and like just track them going around the tracker.
We'll ask the question for you, Bill.
Yeah,
we'll revert back with an
just
answer.
Tell them. I want to see.
Find out in like 7 days.
Spread across a globe. Little dots of people that are riding them. Current active sessions.
We'll ask. Anyway, what's the general consensus for Belfast then?
It'd be alright.
I think you'll be alright.
No, I do.
Well. Don't let him answer. It'd be alright.
I'd be right.
It'd be alright.
Mel's
I like
alright.
Belfast. Mel's in. My flights are booked. The hotel's booked.
What flights? I haven't booked mine yet.
I didn't. Well, no, I've lied there. The flights aren't booked, but we're going to Belfast because it's just good. It's my favourite probably not favourite event, favourite round of arena cross.
It's good.
Just nice arena, nice city, quite easy to get to, no messing around. And the dirt's always quite good there. It's always quite a nice track because they use like this gravel that's the same every year.
Gravel, you've really sold it with that one.
No, it is. It's like sandy shale that sort of packs down. It rides well.
It packs down and the top layer just comes off, but it doesn't rut up.
I once rode a Super Enduro in Sweden, and it was like literally was like gravel, like hardcore, but like dark, like as if asphalt before, you know, like when before they heat up asphalt to make it go hard. It was like that, and it was actually so sick to ride on.
The Sweden motocross track's like that as well.
I was very surprised. I got there, I'm like, what the hell is this? Because it was black, like almost, it was like really dark grey, the whole track. And they only needed, it was only like this deep as well to the floor, and it didn't go through to the floor anywhere. It was very...
Oh, it was indoor?
Yeah.
Oh, no, the motocross track
Indoor.
outdoors like a gravel.
But they only literally had it like that deep to the floor.
Don't know.
It was very intriguing, but it worked quite good. It was pretty useless really, unless anyone's planning on running an indoor motorcycle race. But
a couple of the rounds are like that for arena cross. London was like that, wasn't it? Not probably the same as what you're saying, but it's gravel. I think it's type 1. Don't know.
I can't even remember what it was like in London.
But have we not got to do a competition for the arena cross?
Yeah, we have. Well done, Tom.
On this?
Yeah, do you want to do it?
Oh, that's why I wanted to do
what.
a podcast today.
No, the lady, she mentioned that Ed had all the details.
I do have the details. I'll do it for you right now.
He's earning his money, then.
No, I'm doing it for you.
Sorry.
Right then. So, up for grabs is a family VIP ticket to Birmingham, 4 tickets to the Resort World Arena on the 3rd of Feb. Plus, you must have agreed to this, one of Tommy Searle's signed race jerseys.
Oh, I haven't agreed to that. So just fucking hold fire on that bit.
There's one of mine. Oh, I need that for this weekend.
Well, it's actually
they can have that one, but I've already promised it to someone.
This competition is launching on Sunday, the 14th of January, on your Instagram.
Is it?
Apparently,
Yeah,
you've agreed to that as well. And it's going to be running through until 8 p.m. on Sunday, the 28th of Jan. And to enter, all you'll need to do is like that post, make sure that both of you are following Arena Cross and Tommy, and tag a mate. But all the T's and C's can be found on that post or at bolesworth.com.
Is that, are you going to crop that up for an Instagram post?
If they ask nicely.
Do you want to do it again for an Instagram post, or you think that's enough?
No, you're gonna.
I will give the jersey away.
No,
You should do one afterwards.
I've had a chat. They're gonna do it all, and they're gonna collab you, so you don't have to write anything because you'll write it wrong, and you just got to press accept.
Okay.
So basically, you can win 4 tickets, family VIP tickets, to Arena Cross Birmingham, and also at the end they've put VIP lounge access. With food, drinks, exclusive early track walk to meet and greet the teams and see the freestyle show from the arena floor.
That is a good one. Birmingham one's a nice one to win. Was that Birmingham or Belfast?
Birmingham, this one is.
Yeah, that's a nice. They got a nice little bit of food up the top. The track walk's good.
Getting Nando's.
Nando's, Five Guys after. It was nice last year.
I do like Five Guys. Five Guys is
Resorts
Expensive though, isn't it? It's really expensive.
Don't think about it.
I don't know. I've not got that sort of money where I can't.
It's like
think
driving
about
around
For Five Guys.
an SC's camper. You don't think about how much fuel goes in it. You just got to enjoy
No,
the
I
pleasure
don't.
of having it. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Why is yours a bit thirsty?
Oh, very thirsty.
He doesn't pay
Especially
for
'cause
fuel
I've been-
anymore.
Oh, that's true. You have never paid for fuel for years. Since that little beg you did for a fuel card, you've been fucking sorted for the last 18 months.
He's been selling
I
it.
don't go as far. I don't go as many places in mine
I've
as
been
you.
driving just that in Spain for the last...
He stands
do-
at the entrance to the fuel station saying he'll fill them
3
up.
tanks a week.
For 100 quid fill up for 50 quid cash is what he stands.
My weeks lately have been 3 tanks a week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
And 5 guys usually on my way to the airport.
3 Five Guys a week.
No, not 3. Just 1 a week. No, not 1 a week. 1 if the timings work out. Just on the way to the airport.
In Spain, there's a Five Guys.
Yeah, near the 5 miles from Barcelona Airport. Really good.
Do you want the GPS coordinates? Because you must know them.
No.
If you just search,
I
it's
don't
just
really
the
go
left,
to
just a
Barcelona.
bit north and left of the airport, near Garva.
Do you want to
give
give us your recap of your weekend and the scenario that you know that you're in, or as much as you know now?
No,
Oh, fair enough.
Nothing.
no,
Can
this
you
is about
recap?
you. This is all
I'm
about
done.
you.
Well, he don't really know. He's waiting for
I'm
results.
still waiting for news of what's going on. It's actually movement-wise and stuff. It's still quite fat looking at it from here. I actually told someone on the phone this morning the swelling was going down. But movement-wise, it's definitely getting better. It's a bit stiff.
She's got a hefty scar up it from the last go.
Yeah, that's from the last go. I had a dacking away at that leg.
I'd much rather have what you've got there than what I've got.
You reckon you'd swap?
I wouldn't have even gone to a doctor with what you've got.
I'll be honest.
I'd have put my CTA brace on and I'd have fucking says book my flights for Belfast.
I had a thumb ligament injury in 24. Not to depress you,
Don't tell
but
me because I don't say about a thumb ligament injury.
It was really
No,
annoying.
don't.
It
Yeah.
just niggled and to be honest, both my
Stop
thumbs.
talking, please, because I've had one before and I know it's an absolute arsehole. I had one for 2 years.
Me too. 2 years is how long it lasted
I had
me.
5 MRIs and saw 5 separate surgeons, and they all went, "Nah, mate, that's nothing wrong with that." And I went, "Well, I've been in agony now for 18 months, so can you just give me a number of another doctor and I'll get one from him?"
And mine now, they're still tender now. If I bang a thumb on this joint, either one of them, really weak. I've got very weak thumbs. No, so yeah, it does hurt a bit, but it is slowly getting better. I can't.
Do you know what we worked out last night? But we had a chat. When he ghosted his bike, he got really lucky that he didn't put his hand on an exhaust pipe.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to be so dramatic and flop like I'd been fucking shot there. I was like, I meant to just chuck it a bit,
and then carry on running.
hobble off the track and go, oh, this fucking hurts. But
Was that practice?
yeah, but my leg was...
It does seem dramatic when you now think about it, because surely you'd have been better off just riding it up and leaning it over.
No, that was my first thought, but I couldn't do that because there was a log down the side of the track which was this far from the wall.
Can't have done it much good jumping on the
No,
floor.
I didn't. I wasn't I didn't mean to jump. I wanted to
You was
just throw
hoping
the
you'd
bike,
throw and land on your right leg.
stay on my feet, and just fucking hobble off and sit down against the log or sit down somewhere. But as I've chucked it, this knee's just clapped, like give way, just went sin a bit.
Oh, so I've sort of thought this is all part of the crash. I don't know that you've then carried
That
on
was
and then,
5 seconds after.
and then
What do
you've
you
just
mean?
gone, I'm going to launch this bike on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was like, done your leg, oh, I'm in pain,
Well, I
I'm
did
still
it.
crashing.
No, I didn't crash though.
I thought that was where you hurt yourself. in
Hands
the
didn't
crash.
come off. Hands didn't come off. Don't count.
I didn't crash. No, I dabbed on the land. Have you not watched the video?
I thought you tipped over in that crash.
You stupid man.
What?
Shut up, you prick.
He done again in 5 seconds. He done the dab. Then he had a little chat with himself and he said,
No, I was
whacking
going.
yourself.
I was going.
Does that hurt? What, that helps? Or
It's just natural, innit? When you really hurt, really hurt, like unlike you who wasn't sure if they were hurt. When you really hurt,
Oh.
you lose control, don't you? You just fucking
did you have red mist?
just doing that for a bit.
I can imagine it's like stubbed your toes.
Stan was really, Stan was good. He was like there. Took my goggles off. Then look, the medics came with an ambulance with a stretcher. He went, "Do you want to get on that?" I said, "No." And he went, "Will you fuck off with that stretcher?"
Oh, he's angry.
Well, not angry, but he was firm. And then another medic come over, like quite close, and he went, "Will you fuck off as well?"
Oh,
Did you get back on and do another lap?
Yeah, and he's like, "Do you want to just roll round?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because they were about to wheel the bike away, and he's like, "No, leave that here."
oh, you got back on.
So then I was like, I was down a while. I'm not gonna lie, man. It didn't hurt so much, agonising pain. It just wouldn't respond, my knee. Like, it just wouldn't really do anything, more than anything. So I think that was the second lap or the third lap of practice, and there's
Oh, you done it that early in practice?
Time,
second
second
session.
Oh, okay.
So that was a 10-minute session, and then I like went on and did rolled around, like literally just rolled. I just wanted to do something. I didn't even put my goggles on. I just sat down and rolled around. Don't really know why. I just felt like I wanted to.
How did the one-legged riding go? Did you cramp up or?
So then, anyway, I was always going to go back out for the night show. That wasn't really questionable. But went out. Actually, well, very first thing I had to do was opening ceremonies, and you pushed the bike under the bridge that they had there, and it was like, come out from under the bridge, ride down that bit of track, which was literally bridge, 10 feet rock section. That was like my first bit of riding from it. Like the next bit of riding, I came out and went, "Oh, I really don't want to put my foot down in these rocks here." Like, it was like instant, like, "Ooh." But then it wasn't too bad. Like, it was.
Did you dab it in the main at all?
I came up short on the Matrix one lap on the second race, and that really hurt, like quite bad. And then one lap in the sand corner, because there was a left-handed sand corner, which was also a bit of an inconvenience. It dabbed and like I stuck it out and it didn't slide. It like bent up on us, so it was like crunch. And then one lap in the like going up that bridge thing. Well, the lap which I didn't make it up the bridge thing, I had to like readjust my feet to like push the bike.
I haven't actually seen the race. I need to watch it.
So
It's
yeah,
a lot to watch at the weekend after
it was.
Anaheim and that as well.
It definitely wasn't good, but I survived. It was the first race I've ever finished with the side panels of the bike were intact, the stickers.
You said that.
That's how little my foot was against the peg. I'm squeezing on.
Just hanging it along?
Just dangling. Well, not really dangling.
There's a few.
But yeah, well, no, you didn't really answer your question. But after the first race, my hip was already starting to cramp, and I'm like, "Oh God, this is going to be terrible." But to be honest, it actually got better rather than got worse. Kind of just got used to it.
Did you change the bike at all in between?
No, I tried to put I didn't have a higher seat because I already have a high one, which I would have probably liked. Had a harder one, but the harder one wasn't as nice. I thought I'd rather have the softer one in case it all goes tits up and I'm just sat down smashing into the obstacles. At least want a bit of cushion. And yeah, that was about it really.
And now you're just waiting as well.
So yeah, waiting. I've sent it to quite a few, like 6 different surgeons. Sent this. The system they have at Red Bull actually for scans and stuff is really, really good to send scans around and stuff. Like I was showing Ed this morning all the scans and that, like how you can access them, and it's very.
Well, anyone can access them.
Well, if you've got like the code.
He logged in and showed me because I'm a doctor now. I'm a knee specialist.
Yeah, Ed's done his diagnosis.
Is Ed included in that one of 6 knee specialists?
No, he wasn't in the one of 6, but I'm going to recommend he gets put in for future because he's I
know a bit about knees.
Wrote a recovery plan and everything. We know what's going on, how long I have to do, how long we're game ready in for.
Have you been in his ice bath yet?
No, actually, haven't yet.
He'll be in that later.
Well, that'll really enhance the healing.
You should come and dip your hand in it.
I've been in my fucking thing at the gym. There's an ice bath and fire and ice it's called. I normally spend a couple of hours in there each day. And there's like a little ice pot, and I just whack my thumb in that after training every day and just plumb it in the middle, and I sit down and I pack the ice around it and I give it a bit of pressure to it. No, I don't test it in there. I just pressurize it. So what my thinking is that the cold is going to penetrate deeper into the joint because I'm holding the ice into it.
Into it.
Yeah, and does really make it, like, it's the coldest I'll get it.
The program I've set out for Bill, we're about a week away from tests for Bill.
Okay.
Just let the swell in, then we'll
This time
start the
next
test.
week we'll do tests.
How long you got to your next race?
This time next week.
Okay, so same as me in Belfast.
Yeah. We'll be all right.
Yeah, I was up for a mountain bike test this afternoon until I fucking read that text message. Like, that was all part of the
Honestly,
the
you're going to be
testing-
fine. There's nothing
The
wrong.
testing protocol, I'd gone from steering wheel test, and I was like, that had gone really well, because when I was driving up to my first doctor's appointment, I was struggling to grip the wheel. When I was driving back from my MRI, which is the following day, I was sort of moving it about, doing all sorts. Broomstick, gym today, which I was doing quite a lot of different tests. Tomorrow, this afternoon was mountain biking, but I'm not sure what ligament he's thinking I may have.
Ulnar collateral ligament, I reckon.
Which is that, the inside one?
Is it ulnar collateral? UCL
Yeah, it
ligament.
is UCL, yeah.
Might not be called ulnar collateral, but I think.
But I don't want to now, which is the reason why I rushed up to see this man, is so that I could make the right steps in recovery. If it had given me the results on Monday, then I could have, if he'd have said brace it, I could have braced it and then had 10 days no movement. But I've gone for the other. I've self-diagnosed.
Have you not self-diagnosed on YouTube and a few?
Oh, no.
other-
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I self-diagnosed. It's just
UCL
acute-
ligaments in your elbow. What's one on your thumb?
no UCL is a thumb as well. I've googled it. I know about thumbs. Yeah, and then
Does this
I
replace
think I'm
the
doing
shoulder
my thing.
injury? My
fuck, I
thumb.
forgot about my shoulder now.
My yeah, but
My shoulder's actually been good lately. I've had a solid couple of months with Kirk,
Oh, yeah,
and
it
I've done
is.
more shoulder stuff than what I have.
Shall I
done
tell
in
you,
the
your
past.
shoulders probably don't feel too sharp.
Who? Mel?
No, Nate Thrasher
Nate Thrasher. Oh, he
Yeah,
went down in
that
that
was a
crash.
heavy.
and Cooper
No,
Webb.
I've read
Wallop.
about Nate Thrasher. He's fine.
They're all right. They both whacked the. That's a bad crash they both had.
I've listened to so many podcasts, like, because I keep driving everywhere.
I've
to
done
these
the-
that's
tests.
me
I've done
every week.
podcasts.
That's my normal week.
I've actually done the full 5 hour pulp this week.
Yeah, I've done pulps full
Yeah, Ed said to
5.
us last night, "Have you listened to Pulp yet?" And I went, "You what?"
Well, you haven't.
Well, not all the way through. I haven't done any driving ever.
I've
Yeah, well,
listened
I've
to the
done
full
a lot.
5.
I done pulp by
Flight yesterday, 2.5 hour flight was yesterday was pretty much all I've done on Pulp.
No, I done pulp by Tuesday night because I done.
That's me
literally-
normally.
Yeah, I've done a lot, and then I'm searching. I've done the Stewart one. I've almost done the hour Stewart one.
We done the Stewart one this morning.
I've done.
The next Pulp one will be out for your drive
I
tomorrow. the
watched
Motor
Dirt
60
Shot.
one.
I don't normally watch Motor 60.
Does Pulp do another?
Yeah,
I actually
Thursday
listened to one of Lewis
An hour
Phillips.
long live one, Motor 60 one. It's called.
This new
I
one.
quite like that one.
I haven't done the Lewis one. Is Lewis any good?
It's a bit hit or miss. There's some bits that's quite funny, and there's other bits. It's not like that
Does it
much
talk
about the race.
Any seatbelts been put on and gaiters?
No, he doesn't mention the gator.
It annoyed
incidents.
me when he denied doing that.
No, he
What?
admit-
Because you know
Did.
for a fact.
Yeah,
that he
because
done
I
it.
witnessed it with my own eyes, and then I turned to Ed and went, "He's just
think-
put a seatbelt on," and Ed
I
went,
think he was a bit
"Yeah, yes."
embarrassed.
Just right, do it now. A statement, and I'll clip it up and send it to him. Lewis Phillips, you wear a seatbelt in a gator when
Hi,
you're
I'm
on
Lewis
private
Phillips
land.
And I wear a seatbelt in a gator.
He didn't. He denied it.
He did it. He wore it. I seen him do
Now
it.
on the way back in the airport, we had him again, and he
What,
sort
he
of
said
said,
he did?
"Yeah, he sort of said, yeah, I'm not. It's not my proudest moment."
I like Lewis. He's funny.
But yeah, I've listened to a lot of Anaheim. Sort of know a lot. I know a lot about it now. I didn't actually watch the races
Have
that
you
much
seen
in that much detail because I
the
thought the
races,
race was
nothing
quite
happened?
boring. Yeah, boring. I haven't watched it all the way through. I sort of skipped.
I watched it.
Nothing.
No
report?
special to
Nothing.
write home about.
First
It had
corner crash?
good. Not expectations. What's the word? When Cooper done jet on the first corner, I thought, "Ooh, here we go."
No, I still think there was a lot
No,
that
it was
went
cool
on
because
to break
Anderson's
down.
quick and Cooper's really quick.
Yeah, it's
which is
gonna get good.
exciting, which has made me think. "Ooh,
That's
yeah,
probably made it the
ooh,
most
yeah."
exciting in the series is that Cooper Webb is as
And-
fast as what he is.
And Roxon obviously crashed, but he's also fast. Good.
But if there's one rider that you'd like to be able to challenge Jet, it's Cooper.
Yeah, because you
You
just
just
start
know it
swearing
just
at him
gets
on
a
the
bit
start
angry.
line.
You're going to get a bit angry. You're going to get a bit...
It just to start the head games, wasn't it?
peak to peak on.
Yeah, if it was like Sexton, he's just like, nothing's going to happen. They're just going to race each other. With Cooper, you can sort of think, not Coop. I'm telling him like my best mates, like Webb. With it being Webb, it makes it a bit more exciting. You think, wow, this is going to get good because he's going to antagonise the situation. 250 class didn't really pay much attention to. It's just sort of, they're all sort of half fast. And
Audrey was actually quite a bit faster than anybody else.
That's what I mean.
There's word on the street that Deegan's done.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that
I
is.
spoke to Brian.
Broke his wrist, apparently.
Spoke
to Brian.
I've been WhatsApping Brian a bit, and he says he has had an injury. I can't disclose it.
I think I listened to a podcast. He had his tonsils took out or something.
I've heard scaphoid.
Well, do you know what I thought the other day, which I thought was very suspicious, is he rides his motorbike and does everything, and all of a sudden he put up a video of him on a static bike, cycling, Zwifting, watching TV, and I thought, why would you be doing that if you're not injured?
Oh, what, been called?
I think
you fucking Wartopia every day.
Yeah, for different reasons, but he never does it, and then all of a sudden he's on a static bike.
For a vlog?
No, just on an Instagram story. I just thought that was a bit sus.
Oh, no, I wouldn't read into the Instagram story of a bit of indoor training. I thought you meant he'd done a whole vlog about him on this bike. No. Has he done a vlog riding lately?
No, he's no vlogs.
That's true.
They've only been
Huck's back on the bike.
He's took over the vlog game for the next...
How's he getting on?
He's all right on the old 85.
He's back off injury. No, he's on a Super Mini now.
Yeah. Text Brian, he's on a 105.
Oh, is he? Brian said he got a new FMF pipe on it, I seen. But I don't know. I didn't know. The Supercross is good, but I can see me... I'm normally really, really excited to watch the first round, and I didn't even make it through either of all the full races. I skipped through, so that doesn't show a lot of hope that by round 8 I've lost a lot of interest.
We can't play fantasy anymore.
No. Betting, in it, or something?
I bailed out of that last year about round 2, I think.
Because we were shit at it, but...
Is it something to do with betting?
Yeah, they can't...
Some law or something?
Yeah.
Gambling.
Only certain states are allowed to play it, and overseas people aren't allowed to play it at all. So,
well, when you had to pay to play it, it's sort of like gambling, because then there's prizes up for grabs. That's shit, because that must have really took a whack on that.
2PRO1SLOW league. I don't even know what happened. Well, do we have any, remember if we had any American people
in our league?
Don't know.
That are still allowed to play it. Well, I guess you could play it with a VPN or whatever, couldn't you, if you were really committed?
I'm not that worried, to be honest.
Me neither.
No, it's...
I lost interest in that. Ed started gaining interest when we stopped playing, and he started climbing a leaderboard.
I made it onto page 1 of the league for the first time ever. I didn't listen to enough pulp.
Do you know my best ever week was the week I didn't pick a team, and it was the Mulligan.
Yeah,
and I was 400th overall out of the whole of everything, of everybody in the whole game. I was 400th for the Mulligan.
Shall we do our own league on the Arena Cross this weekend? I think you'll be all right.
I think you'll be all right.
What?
Just get that in your head. You'll be all right.
Be all right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go to the surgeon tomorrow. Just wake up tomorrow morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and say, "I'll be all right."
Yeah, I've sort of done that this morning, and then this doctor needs to get out my fucking head, mate.
Yeah, block him. Just fucking block him. Just
I paid him 500 quid.
Don't worry about that. It's an investment into yourself.
Just in this last hour, we've been talking. We've both boosted your morale.
Just block him now, and don't even think about going there tomorrow.
Right, I'm gonna fucking block him.
See, that's it. That's the spirit.
Right.
Book the flights and all while you're at it.
Right, block.
Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, you have to delete there.
There's Mike, innit? His name?
Yeah, Mike.
Mark or Mike?
Mike.
Sorry, Mike.
See that, Mike. Don't even cancel your thing, because if you paid for it, just let him sit there for 30 minutes.
What's that? Hold up. I've not told the missus. I've had a missed call, 2 missed calls from the missus. I don't think I told her I was going to be out for as long as I am. She's a bit nervous. I'm doing a podcast. Leave me the fuck alone. Sorry, what I've actually put. Sorry, babe. I'm going to speed this up. I'll be right back.
You got to ask these questions, Serena questions.
Oh, yeah, I did do some questions.
What else has been happening in the world? There's quite a lot happening. Obviously, you've been back to South Africa. Done Christmas with the family.
We've been to work this morning. I've been in the office sorting out a few bits. He's decided what he's doing with some
new sets of Billy Boat kecks coming soon.
He's having kecks and some socks done and that. And
I
then,
wouldn't mind a Searle hat.
yeah, I've got new hats coming as well that we can
I've
mod
got
up.
no Kex hats left. Nothing.
Don't you worry about that. And then whilst we were doing all that, he's searching where he can get wedding suits made.
Oh, you want
I've
one
already
made?
searched. I've got the
What do you
woman
think
I'm
you
going
are?
for measurements on Sunday.
Conor McGregor, you're getting your own one made. Dread to
giving-
think what the fucking thing's going to look like.
Well,
Be like one of these chairs.
really rough. No, yes, exactly. He even said that. I said, I've got loads of Kex you could use. He said, oh, that would be good on the inside, wouldn't it?
Well, quite good, yeah, because it's quite a nice inside material, this.
Don't you
That
worry.
one, I've actually got a suit myself from Next that's got that pattern
I
on the
look
inside.
fucking gangster.
No, I expect you look
I
alright.
realised the other day I'd left it a little bit late.
What's the suit budget?
I don't know. I did ask her and she said, I don't know until I've measured you.
2,000 rand, innit? What was Binder pay?
I think, yeah, Brad went really low on his. He got his old groomsman. I don't know how many there was. Can't remember, for like all of them for like 100 quid.
Who?
Brad Binder.
Ah. Well, I had a Hugo Boss one, and then
What, for all of yous?
these pezzos here got Next, the groomsman.
Yeah, use a lot of getting peasants.
Sam Lowe's got his Hugo Boss on.
Sam bought everyone a Hugo Boss one.
I've got a brand new.
for his groomsman.
When I went to try it on, he said, go to this shop, try this on. This is what you're wearing for the wedding. And I was like, all right, walked in. They handed me the thing, Hugo Boss. Said, you sure this is right? Sure this isn't his? Like, no, that's what they're all wearing. I'm fucking hell, all right. Gives me the jacket, $5.50 on the jacket. I'm like, oh, mate. Then they passed me the pants, $180. Oh, and you got a waistcoat, another $180. I'm like, Sam, these are 800 quid. He's like, yeah, that's what you're all in.
I expect the same from you. Like,
Fuck clean
If
off.
fucking
You'd be
not coming
lucky
if
if
I'm
you
the
get to
next.
80 quid each.
we had shoes that we all had to take off and put our trainers on because me and Ned and that from Top Man, these awful shoes that none of us could wear. We had no skin on the backs of our heels by the end of the night.
No, we won't wear shoes in South Africa.
No.
Bare
What you
feet.
wear then?
Bare feet.
With barefoot?
Yeah.
For what reason?
It's natural, isn't it? Sun
Well,
will
back
be
with
out.
me, saves me buying another set of shoes, so I've got none.
No, well, I realised I'd left a bit late because I wanted to, like, one of my own one made, like, proper. I didn't want just, like,
An
the
off the
usual
shelf,
generic tailored one where they just make your pants a bit shorter and make your jacket a bit tighter. None of that shite. Wanted a proper one made. And then after doing a bit of research the other day, I was like, oh, I've left it a bit late, really, like 2 months.
2 months too late.
No,
2 months till the wedding now.
yeah.
I need a book flight still.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And it's also, there's very hard to find, like, you search for it, like, a woman will search for, like, a dress designer, and loads of them will come up, like, dress designers and stuff.
Not many people with the sort of money you've got that can do that.
Shut up.
Oh, sorry, we've not meant to talk about money.
Fuck off.
I'm just talking to Nick about something, and
Oh, I just went.
he's just trying to sort something. I said, I'm on a podcast, I'll call you later. And he just put, tell Thumb Man to man up. And then I sent him a photo of you in your Dirt Store hoodie, so that'll make him happy.
So, anyway, bit of a panic.
Now he's told you off for not wearing a Dirt Store hoodie.
Googled, I haven't even opened mine yet. It's in Wall's End still, but I'll retrieve it on Sunday. Googled a load of them, was like, oh yeah, there's not many really do this, what I want. So I just DM'd like a load of random ones I could find on Instagram that looked half decent, thinking not many of them will, like none will reply. Because when I wanted an FIM gala suit 2 years ago, I DM'd a few, got no replies whatsoever. So I DM'd like, I don't know, 10, 12, thinking none of them will answer, and like 6 of them have replied saying yeah. So now, and I kind of got excited each time, and I've like played them along. So now I've got to start
Just get 6 suits.
letting a few people down.
They're probably thinking this is mental. Someone's asked us.
Well, no, I don't know. In the end, none of the actual suit ones were really what I wanted. So then I found this fashion designer from like Newcastle, because I thought someone local help out a bit, more chance of getting
The discount,
something
yeah.
going. Yeah,
You was trying to get one fitted up at the D&G shop, weren't you, when you was at the Iro party at ECMA?
yeah. The guy wasn't there. I did ask. No, I asked Alpha Turi as well when I had that other thing, and the bloke just fully pied us. I was like, oh right, okay.
What about your next modelling gig that you've been headhunted for?
Big break next week.
Do you reckon that could be a start of a new venture?
It has to be. It
What,
can't
is
not
it for
be.
Belfast?
Yeah. So anyway, I found this other woman who's there's some stuff on Instagram that's a bit out there, like really too far out there. But I think I'm gonna meet up. She's gonna measure us, all that stuff, and we go from there. But apparently it is left quite late. But I think this girl from Van Newcastle is gonna save the day, and I just
I think
need
if
to.
you're proactive, you've got time.
Yeah, but I
You
think
wait a week before each message. Time will go quick.
yeah, it does. But I've been a bit busy the last few days, so I've only reassembled it today. I need to start letting a few people down because two people think I'm going next Wednesday to get measured to London.
Okay.
Because I just told them a date I was free, and then they both said yes. So I've got a bit of a predicament and a bit of admin to sort out on the suit front, but
Mel wants us to ring him.
Bring him in.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
we need headphones.
Well, you two just need to quickly get headphones.
Oh,
1 sec.
honestly, he's fucking too much. Have you got any other videos you can put up of me? Like, can you tag me in that stuff? Can you collab that of me? I'm in that because I'm getting quite a lot of attention on here now. What are we doing for the vlog this weekend? I'm just like, do you need me to do anything? Like, shall I start your vlog for us? Like, well, it's both of us, isn't it? So we can both start. I'm like, just fucking relax, mate. Like, just be you. Like, you'll be in the vlog. All right. Do I need to introduce myself? No, you're fine. Just carry on.
Clip that little 15-second rant up and tag him in that.
Yeah. It's Media Mel. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
There we go then. Media Mel.
Hello, Ed.
Hi, Mel.
You all right, mate?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Yeah, what you doing?
You're live on Channel 4. Don't say fuck or bugger.
Just talking about you.
We're talking about Media Mel, who's just sort of all about it nowadays. Vlogger, podcaster.
Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, you turn the volume up a little bit.
Not
if you
quite,
want.
actually. Just spell out your Instagram handle just so we can make sure we can hear you clear enough.
Hi, my name's Mel. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Mel Pocock.
That was quite well done.
What else is happening? How are you feeling?
I've just come out of the oxygen chamber, so you've called me right at a good timing, to be honest. I've been in there
You're
for an
still
hour.
on the high. You're still on a high.
I've been at 24 feet with the oxygen mask on as well, just to try and recover after the weekend. You know how it is, like Tom and
Yeah.
Bill, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not. The recovery's as important as the event itself.
Yeah,
Did you arrange
I'm
all
pulling
this
the stops
before
out.
the weekend, or is it something you arranged after?
No, I'm running on cancellation slots at the moment, so I'm fly by the wire. I've spent all my prize money already. I've done X-rays, private X-rays. I've had manual manipulation. I've had massages. I've done 2 oxygen chambers. I'm spent out really. I need the next round to come around sooner.
How much have you spent, would you say?
Well, I've spent all my prize money.
Yeah, but how much was your prize money? Your position, it wouldn't have been more than mine, but...
I don't know yet, to be honest. I think I've
500
spent
quid?
more than my prize money. I'm eating at Mum and Dad's tonight.
Where did Mel even come?
Where'd you finish?
I believe I was 8th or 9th, but there was a Honda rider blatting around up pack somewhere. I don't know if he was in the race or what. He had no stickers on his bike or nothing, but I'm guessing it was someone just must have had a bike out back, jumped on it and just flew round. I don't know if they was in the race or not. Do you know who that was?
He's done well to finish ahead of you then, hasn't he?
There's a bloke from the crowd, I think. Like, they do that thing at some events where they go, look, you
I
can have
thought
a
it
go
was
at this. That's what it actually
was
looked
it?
like,
He's
us lot
done-
down there.
What, 12
he
of you
done well,
doing that?
whoever that was.
You lot were
I
way
just
more
thought it-
wild than the AX Futures and Pro-Am class.
Yeah, did any of accidents happen in
Nah,
there?
safe. The lot of them. You lot, chaos.
Was it actually safer in our
Yeah.
races? Much safer.
Much safer.
I think because any of them that done it last year probably thought, nah, I'm a bit dangerous, that's not worth it. And all us lot have done the opposite and sort of come in too revved up.
Mel, tell us how many AMA Supercross riders have called you up or dropped you a message to lend you a hand.
It's been quite a few blue tick Instagram names coming through, yeah.
Any tips from Jason Anderson on what to do in that new 450 crack?
Anderson's been in touch. I've got a couple of comments dropped off from Villapoto. Zach's given me a grill in Osborne because apparently I rushed into things.
You should fly him into one round just to come and guide you through the weekend.
I've really we have really caused a commotion. I think it's gone far and wide. Wouldn't you say the same?
All I've been doing is trying to just do my job and film, and you've caused all the commotion.
So
Not
it is a
good.
job.
How's Tommy anyways? I heard he's had an X-ray and they said nothing. They had an MRI scan, they said nothing. He's had a scan, they said nothing. And they said, look, go to a nail salon and get your nails done. That might help.
It's a touchy subject, Mel. He's been depressed.
He's actually on a low right now. We're trying to pick him up.
But you'll be all right.
He'd be all right.
That's what he's got to tell himself.
Help?
I got the nails done, but I didn't want to let them go near the thumb.
Don't need a thumb, do you, Mel?
When I go to nail, I was going to say, when I go to a salon, I get a discount there, 10% off.
Yeah, you only got to do 90% of the work, haven't you?
Yeah, Billy gets 20% off.
Why that? Why you get 10 and he gets 20?
He's cut more fingers off than me.
Oh, right. Yeah, I get it now. You silly Billy Mel. Right, well, you got anything else to add to this conversation?
No.
That's it.
Sorry if I can do anything.
What's that? What else you got planned this week before Belfast?
Well, I've had to book my Ryanair flight because me and you didn't go 1 and 2, so Nick's not booking a private jet now.
Yeah, that's a bit of a wind-up. We were close. Yeah, we were close.
So
he'd have been sick of his life if that had come off.
What? Are you going to do any riding before Belfast, or probably just work on recovery?
I've not got it in me, to be honest, to be any more riding this week or next week. I just really need to concentrate on getting my body fixed up. It's so sore, I'm not going to lie. I could barely even walk Monday or Tuesday. We're at Thursday now, and I've just about ventured outside the door.
All right, well, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And, yeah.
I don't think I'll be heading up to SX Works with you this week. Do you think you'll be out or not?
I'll probably say I won't be out, no, before Belfast, no.
You should have a go.
I see Brunel and Vogels in Spain. They're really pulling the stops, aren't they?
Well, I probably would have been back on my bike, but it's you would probably normally go week by week anyway. I do like to get out normally, but we'll see.
How's your knee, anyways, Bill?
Oh, brand new.
He's happy.
I like the way you carry on at that meeting. Me and you are made from better stuff,
Exactly.
Tommy, aren't you?
Right, we've got to go now. You've got to go, Mal. Right, your service is
really?
all, yeah. Right, we'll catch you soon, Mal. See you in a bit. Bye.
I couldn't agree more, Mel.
What?
Pathetic excuse of a human being. Fucking thumb.
We just crack on, finish the event.
There's no option.
Doesn't matter if it's 1 day or 2 days.
There's no other option. He's always
not even want to put
I don't want
he's looking for a way out at all times, whereas to us there's just no other option.
He's took his headphones off, Mel.
Finish or die trying.
We're made from better stuff, mate. What else can we say?
Exactly.
Mel will be on there.
What a great way to end this conversation. What a great way to end this.
He won't get off the combo.
Right, so should we wrap this up?
We're going to wrap it up in a minute, Mel. You will see you on Thursday night in Belfast.
Yeah, because you'll be all right.
At Wagamama's.
We've got T-minus 8 days for recovery, Tom.
He's not listening.
listening. I can just hear you whining on from a distance. T-minus 8 days. You said that 3 times in a text message.
That was because it was 9 days.
Bye.
Oh, Mel. While you're here, do you want to put your, foot forward for your raise because you wanted to get more money out of Matt Bates because you think you're worth more? You pull a better crowd. Do you want to? The floor's yours.
I texted him the other night. I said, I think I single-handedly sold more tickets than any of you lot put together. And I didn't get a reply. He blue ticked me.
It's because he knows that you're just a little performing monkey that'll turn up and do it for pennies anyway. He doesn't need to pay you anymore. He's got you right round his little finger, right where he wants you.
Well, I just hope that my entry gets put through each year, and each year I hope that I do better than last year. That's where I'm at.
Right. You won't stop talking, mate. Right, we have to hang up.
We're going to go. We'll speak to you in a bit. I'll see you in Belfast.
See you soon.
Bye. Media Mel.
He is a funny man. He's a very, very funny man. I'll give him that.
Bless him.
What else we got then? Oh, question time.
Yeah, it's
I
question
can imagine
time,
this
yeah.
isn't going to be good for me either.
It's all about you because
No, this one's about me. Ed, do you fancy having to go to Arena Cross if they pay you enough? No.
What's the minimum?
For me,
Yeah. Pro-Am, how much does Eddie Large need for one round?
too much.
Well, you don't. It's embarrassing the figure you want to come out with. So
Yeah.
you'd rather not say it.
Yeah, because I don't even want to price myself, right? Because
5,000?
more.
10.
50 wouldn't be out there.
Nah, I need. That's not worth the risk. I'm not skilled enough to do it. What did Mel mean about airspace?
What do you
We
mean
haven't
by
actually
airspace?
discussed Mel's
Crash.
very near
He's
significant collateral damage.
He's tried to help you out and really got it wrong himself.
Well, I've cut up the insider move I've done a couple of times on people, and I've got alongside him, and he's obviously. I don't think he's aware of the tracks. He done the same in Belfast when he last year
You
when
watch
he launched to the side.
His
or
trajectory
Aberdeen.
when he takes off is hard left.
Yeah, hard left. Like you would never do that in that sort of
Hard
situation.
left.
Like,
Yeah, hard left and a big seat bounce. And
He goes like this.
yeah, just at the very top. He's somehow gone like, and then he's like opposite whipped it. So
Yeah,
his back
'cause
end's
he's
now
back-
to the left, and his right back end's to the right, and then he's got away so lucky. He always he ends up landing on the bales every time. Like he done it in Aberdeen where he landed on the hay bales. He's done it in this weekend. Both crashes he end up in the hay bales.
do you know what he could have done there, which could have
Yeah, there's a
severely
lot that
got
could
you?
have-
If he'd have carried on the grind down the thing and then not hit the bale and caught grip, he could have just gone
Yeah.
straight into the side of you.
Well, I watched it from the air. Like I see it all happening. I was at a standstill before he'd even crashed, and then I don't know how he's done it.
outrageous.
But then the other one with John Adamson that he wants to blame
No,
John for, which is all 95% Mel's fault.
I see. I do agree with
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I'm 80-20 Mel's fault.
Yeah, I'm probably 80-20. Like John, if John would have stayed straight, but you can't. John himself would say, "I can't say straight in the whoops."
No,
if
John's
I
made a
wanted to
mistake
stay
and got
straight."
tuck out.
No. Mel's...
Yeah, but
Look, like,
don't forget,
Mel's
Mel.
crashed into the back of him.
Yeah, but Mel thinks because he spends too much time with Zach Osborne that he's an AMA rider, so he's thought, "Ooh, lovely little gap up the inside."
Jet
of the whoop."
Lawrence wouldn't have picked
I'll get
went
that.
through that gap.
John's messed up and come right, and then they've
There's
come
not
together.
a gap. There's this much room between John and the fucking hay bales.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying he's in the right.
I'm 80% Mel's fault on that one.
Well, he tried going for a gap that wasn't there to go through.
And just...
In my
Ruined another
airspace,
innocent man's
he said
race.
I moved over into his line, but the jump was narrow. For the size of the jump it was narrow. Anything else?
Sort of answered quite a lot of them. What's your thoughts on Starks? Are you pissed off with Eddie J. Wade? When's Tommy's thumb merch dropping? How come Mel can finish the VMX DM with a broken leg, but Tommy can't finish Arena Cross with a sore thumb?
These are all shit questions.
Why is your footage better than the live stream, Ed? They're all, yeah.
Was live stream any good? I didn't actually watch it. I was also busy.
Believe it or not, we didn't watch it because we were there.
Well, I
I've
know
not
that.
seen
Have you
it.
not watched it back?
It's not a lot I want to watch back. Ed got most of it.
Who would win in a fight, Tommy Searle or Tommy Fury?
Fury, I'd probably say.
Yeah, after your performance.
Well, just he's a boxer, isn't he?
Well, you just push him. You push him around the
You're a
ring.
pusher.
All right, well,
Disappointing on the question.
Yeah.
I think we've given him a nice little catch up then, haven't we?
I think that was good.
Well, I think we can wrap that up then.
So,
See you in Belfast.
you'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
Yeah,
You
I'll
just
be
keep
all right.
telling yourself you'll be all right.
I thought...
Well, I've got a surgeon, the visit tomorrow, and then
You're
that
not...
will-
You've blocked him.
Yeah, I'm fucking not
You're
going.
not going there. Fuck him.
He knows absolutely fuck all
Just
about
text back
farmers.
and ask him, fuck you.
He don't know nothing about
He
that.
knows nothing.
Nothing a quick Google search can't sort in a minute. Anyway, you don't
Google's
need to-
bad. I'm staying off that with the fun.
You'll
I'm
be
looking at
all right.
9 months at the minute when I went on Google.
Oh, get a grip.
Google said that.
You'll be all right, mate.
You'll be all right.
If anyone sees Tom in Belfast, just tell him you'll be all right.
Be all right. Because everyone's just going to message now, you'll be all right.
It'll be good for you. better than getting the other message, like the message you've had this morning.
Yeah, that's a shit message. Come
Just
on then.
go and punch a wall or something.
Can we
Get yourself revved up.
can we expect another chat from you anytime soon? You're going to get your podcast scenario set up?
That's not. I can't promise when that's going to be. I started to do some home improvements the other day, and I've still got plugs hanging out my walls 2 weeks later.
You'll be all right.
I'll be all right. I mean, I was planning. I don't know if I should drop this now. In fact, no, because I probably have. In fact, there's a very slim chance that I'll still do them races in the UK. Everybody might still attend them. Don't know what's happening. The chances are, until at least the end of Super Endo, I'll just be focusing on that, depending on waiting for news. But so that means I do have a bit more time than I previously thought for the next few weeks. So potentially I'll be around. Might even.
What races you got in the UK?
The Valleys Extreme and Tong.
You're racing them?
Were you just here for the last 30 seconds or nah?
You just said a slim chance.
Yeah.
You said you don't know. Slim chance. He'll let him know.
Oh, okay.
Are you racing that?
Not
Tong,
now.
weren't you? Oh no,
I probably would have done, but with that
Yeah, but
easy
you-
could fucking roll a thumb and that could set me back. I'm probably just sticking to my job for now.
You'd be all right though, won't you?
Yeah. I'll be alright, yeah.
See, he's starting to believe.
Yeah, no,
You need to get at him, people. He'll be all right.
Keep text him if you got his number or comment on his Instagram. Just positivity. You'll be all
I
right.
just want nothing but positivity. I've got a new gratitude little book that the missus wrote me, and I'm meant to write what I'm thankful for every morning.
What are you thankful for today?
I didn't do it this morning. I need to do that, though.
Well, let's do it now. Let's pretend. Sign us off with what you were going to write if you were gratitude and thankful.
Well, last
for.
week I wrote I'm thankful to be healthy and looking forward to the weekend and ready like to the weekend because I was healthy. And it's quite a nice thing. Sometimes you can, in our sport, you can sort of be like, oh, fucking hell. And then when you have this, you just think, I'd do anything to be healthy now.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't appreciate being healthy. And you pick up like some little problem because last week the side of my arm was hurting. Like, I hurt my wrist a couple of weeks ago. My hand jarred it and I had pain in my hand. And I was like, we want a big injury. That started to feel better, but I was still a bit worried. And the outside of my arm was pumping up. And then I was still like, but you are healthy. Like I would now take that injury all day long, which wasn't an injury. But you're not. You never appreciate being healthy when you're healthy in motocross. And it's not until you get an injury that you really just go, I'd give anything now to be healthy. If someone says, right, just give me that money now to be healthy, I'd just go, yeah, there's all the money.
So what are you thankful for?
I don't know. It's something you keep private. Like your missus don't even open the book. You just write it. You say what you're thankful in life, and that's it. You don't need to. You
just told us what you just told us what you're
Still haven't
thankful
given
for.
with the answer then.
No, I just said no. It's something that I personally hold close to me.
You just told with last week's answer.
Yeah, I don't want to tell today's answer.
It's probably about us. He's grateful for us.
For your
Grateful for you got nice
Yeah,
friends,
got nice friends.
to build you up.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Obviously, it's nice to have friends. So yeah, I've got a couple of fucking knobhead friends.
Right, well you'll be all right. We'll see you later.
Right.
So, but you will be all right.